She was a big part of the French New Wave and Realist movement for a number of years, but she did movies in numerous countries, including Spain, Great Britain, Italy, Germany, along with America. But when Anouk Aimee became a worldwide known actress, her performances were lauded throughout the world, winning several awards and recognition from the major bodies. Born Nicole Francois Franz Dreyfus, she passed away on June 18th. She was again known professionally as Anouk Aimee, or just Anouk. She appeared in 70 films from 47 until 2019. Having begun her film career at age 14, she studied acting and dance in her early years, besides her regular education. Again, although the majority of her films were in French, she did numerous international productions. Among her films are Federico Fellini's The Dolce Vita, after which she was considered a rising star who exploded onto the film world. She subsequently acted in Fellini's Eight and a Half, Jacques Demy's Lola, George Cukor's Justine, Bernardo Bertolucci's Tragedy of a Ridiculous Man, and Robert Altman's Pret-a-Porter. She won the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama and the BAFTA Award for Best Actress, and was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress for her acting in the classic A Man and a Woman. The film virtually reignited the lush on-screen romance in an area of skeptical modernism and brought her international fame. She won the award for Best Actress at the Cannes Film Festival for Marco Bellocchi's film A Leap in the Dark in 1980. In 2002, she received an honorary César Award, France's National Film Prize. Now, known for her striking features and beauty, she was considered one of the 100 sexiest stars in film history, according to a 95 poll conducted by Empire magazine. She often portrayed a femme fatale with a melancholy aura. In the 60s, Life magazine commented, after each picture, an enigmatic beauty lingered in the memories of her audience and called her the left bank's most beautiful resident. Now, born in Paris to actor Henry Murray, born Henry Dreyfus, 30 January 1907, and actress Geneviève Soya, according to one historian, although some have speculated her background may relate to Captain Alfred Dreyfus, this has never been confirmed. Her father was Jewish, whereas her mother was Roman Catholic. She was raised Catholic but later converted to Judaism as an adult. Her early education took place at l'École de la Rue Belton in Paris, École de Barbizot, Pensionnat de Bandal, and Institution de Megève. She studied dance at the Marseille Opera. During World War II, she was a pupil at Mayfield School, East Sussex, but left before taking finals. She studied theatre in England, after which she studied dramatic art and dance with André Bauer-Theron. Now, Aimee, then still Francoise Dreyfus, made her film debut at the age of 14 in the role of Anouk in La Maison sur la Mer, The House Under the Sea in 46, and she kept the name afterwards. Jacques Prévert, while writing Les Amants de Varennes, The Lovers of Verona, 1949, specifically for her, suggests she take the symbolic last name, Aimee, that would forever associate with effective power of her screen roles. In French, it means beloved. Among her films were Alexandre Astruc's The Crimson Curtain, Fellini's La Dolce Vita, Fellini's Eight and a Half, Jacques Demy's Lola, Audrey Delvaux's One Night a Train, George Cukor's Justine, Bertolucci's Tragedy of a Ridiculous Man, Altman's Pret-a-Porter, and Claude Lelouch's A Man and a Woman, Un Homme et la Femme in 1966, described as a film that virtually reignited the lush on-screen romance in the era of skeptical modernism. Words like regal, intelligent, and enigmatic are frequently associated with her, notes one author, giving her an aura of disturbing and mysterious beauty that earned her the status of one of the 100 sexiest stars in film history, according to Empire magazine. Now, because of her striking features and beauty, she has been compared to Jacqueline Kennedy. Film historian Jeanette Vissandeau has commented that Aimee's films established her as an ethereal, sensitive, and fragile beauty with a tendency to tragic destinies or strange suffering. Her abilities as an actress and the photogenic qualities of her face, its fine lines, expression of elation, and its suggestive gaze helped her achieve success in her early films. Émile Savitry made an early portrait of her at 15, holding a kitten on the set of Carnes' Le Fleur de l'Âge in 47. Among others of her films of the spirit were Pot Boule, Les Mains de Montparnasse, The Lovers of Montparnasse, and Le Tête contre le mur, Head Against the Wall. Besides the French cinema, her career included films made in Spain, UK, Italy, and Germany. She achieved worldwide attention for La Dolce Vita and Lola. She appeared again in Fellini's Eight and a Half and remained in Italy during the first half of the 60s, making films for a number of Italian directors. Because of her role in La Dolce Vita, biography Dave Thompson described Aimee as a rising star who exploded onto the film world. He adds that singer Patti Smith, who in her teens saw the film, began to idolize her and dreamed of being an actress like her. Her greatest success came with the film Man and a Woman, directed by Lelouch, primarily due to the excellent acting by the stars, Aimee and Jean-Louis Trintignant, and the beautiful musical score. The film became an international success, winning both the grand prize of the Cannes Film Festival and 2 Oscars, including Best Foreign Language Film. The Tepede states that her subtle portrayal of the heroine, self-protective, then succumbing to a new love, Aimee seemed to create a new kind of femme fatale. Trintignant was very well respected, but never reached the heights after this. Now, film historian Jürgen Müller adds, whether one likes the film or not, it's still hard for anyone to resist the melancholy aura of Anouk. In many of her subsequent films, she would continue to play that type of role, a woman of sensitivity whose emotions are often kept secret. Now, she starred in the American film production of Justine in 1969, co-starring Dick Borgard and directed by Kukar and Joseph Strick. The film contains some nudity, but one writer observing, Anouk is always impeccable, oozing the sexy detached air of the elite. When she drops these trappings, along with her couture clothing, her naked perfection will annihilate you. While Aimee garnered some positive reviews, the film itself was a critical and box office disaster. Now, photojournalist Eve Arnold, assigned to photograph and write a story about her and her role, spoke to Dirk Borgard, who had known her since she was 15. He said that she's never so happy as when she was miserable between love affairs, referencing a recent love affair with Omar Sharif, her co-star in The Appointment, 1969. Arnold photographed Aimee, who talked about her role as the character Justine. Justine was also Jewish. Arnold recalls one of their talks. I am still haunted by the 2 things she quoted. He seemed to say more about her than anything else I experienced with her during the 3 weeks I knew her in the film. Quote from Treblinka, the Jews are prone to anguish but seldom given to despair. And a quote by an anonymous Jewish poet to his wife, when the Nazis came to get them, till now we have lived with fear, now we can know hope. Another American film, Brava, starring Dustin Hoffman, was set to be made in 1984 but was never completed. Hoffman at first decided would play better if you were in love with a younger girl rather than original story's older woman. Where are you going to get a good look at an older woman, he asked. He rejected Faye Dunaway, feeling she was too obvious. A month later, after a chance meeting with Aimee in Paris, he changed his mind, telling his producer, I can fall in love with the older woman. I met Anouk Aimee over the weekend. She looks great. He begged his producer to at least talk to her. Come on, get her on the phone, say hello to her. Just listen to her voice. It's great. Altman, at another time, wanted to use Aimee in a film called Lake Logano about a woman who was a Holocaust survivor returning long after the war. She loved the script, according to Altman. However, she backed out after discussing the part with him more thoroughly. I do remember he was like a bomb. He had a strong personality. He was tall and he had a big voice. I want this and I want that. I remember thinking it would be very difficult to work with him, and we didn't make the film. Now, in 2002, she received the Honorary César Award, French National Film Award, and in 2003 received an honorary Golden Bear at the Berlin International Film Festival. In the 60s, Life magazine called her the left bank's most beautiful resident. After each picture, her animatic beauty lingered in the memories of her audience. Now, in late 2013, the Cinemania Film Festival in Montreal, Canada, paid tribute to her career. Now, she reunited with director Lelouch and co-star Jean-Louis Trintignant for a follow-up to Un homme et la femme and a sequel, A Man and a Woman, 20 years later, which is her final film. The result, The Best Years of a Life, was shown at the Cannes Outer Competition. Now, she was married and divorced 4 times. Edward Zimmerman, up until 1950, director Nico Papatakis, up until 1954, actor and musical producer Pierre Barou, and actor Albert Finney. She had one child, Manuela, from her second marriage. She died in her home in Paris on June 18th, 2024, at the age of 92. Now, which was nominated for Oscars Best Actress for a role opposite Trintignant in A Man and a Woman, she became one of a relatively small number of actors to be nominated for a performance in a foreign film. Now, the Guardian film critic Peter Bradshaw wrote an obituary for her first that the enigma, sensuality, and vulnerability of Aimee's screen persona are all there in essence, and above all, the loneliness that comes with beauty. According to Bradshaw, she had something of a young Joan Crawford or Marlene Dietrich, or a contemporary, the French model and actress Capucine. Aimee radiated an enigmatic sexual aura, flavored with melancholy, sophistication, and worldly reserve, and had a unique screen presence that was once alluring and forbidding. He wrote about her in a role in the Dolce Vita. That actress's natural hauteur made her a natural for the role, with her airy detachment and beauty could be said almost to have invented Italian cinema's modish ennui, which Michelangelo Antonioni later developed. French culture minister Rakida Dati tweeted on X, "We bid farewell to a world-famous icon, to a great actress of French cinema who took on roles with some of the biggest names, such as Demi, Lelouch, and Fellini." Now, again, her first role was La Maison sur la Mer, and from 1947 onwards, worked probably with the best directors out there, and of course the last one was The Best Years of Our Life, which he played Anne Gaultier, directed by Lelouch. Now, she played herself in a few movies, including Il y a deux jours et de lune, and Ellie Went on a Map in '88. So she will be heavily missed by lovers of French and Italian cinema. And the best way you can say about this, ladies and gentlemen, she paved the way for all the great what they call Western European actors that came afterwards. And in 2024, she is the godmother and the grandmother to all the great non-English female actresses of the modern era. Again, she will be missed. And A Man and a Woman, check it out. Probably not on a date night, but on a breakup night. Always good. So if you like what we're doing here with our movie-related podcast, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share.